I'm not sure if I am depressed anymore. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I am. But it wasn't to the point, again, and that's why I was denying it so much. Like, if you feel like you need help, um, like, accept it, because I was depressed. Like, yeah, like, I got so forgetful, and I'm not forgetful anymore. How weird is that? Like, I just don't know what happened. I like, I don't know. I remember even like paying for fuel, like gas and petrol, and I was quite smart how I did this, just in case, because so you have like self-service ones here, like you just do pay for yourself. You pay first, you basically put in your PIN first, and then do it. And I did it, and I did it 3 times. My card got like cancelled, and I had to, and it said go to a different machine. I think it said quickly, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, okay, tell you what, I'm just gonna put like £10 in, £10, British pounds, and then and I didn't have £10 on me, which is funny. I was like, I'm not gonna pull up my tag, and I didn't have £10 on me, but it said try a different machine. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pay at the cashier, like inside, and then hey guys, welcome to the Crystalline Podcast. So glad you could be here. I hope you can see me. Hope everything's fine, and I hope my horrendous spot is covered by my mic. Perfect. Awesome. So welcome to the Crystalline Podcast. I'm your host, Summer Clark, and this episode we are talking about glowing up. This is something it was long overdue. I super needed this, and I hope you guys, like, I'm going to tell you my story, but like, I hope you guys can get something from this, because damn, it's been a journey, and I'm not ashamed, but I'm just like, bruh. No, I'm just like, it's something you just don't notice until you notice, until you look back, until you have like this kind of shift that I had. I just didn't notice. I was like, why am I allowing myself to feel this way? What is going on? It's like, why? And all I can, like, if I think back and remember, all I can think about is just me being like really, just like that energy of just low kind of vibration. Not like a drowning thing, but I just picture me in my bed, just like doing this and just be like, and just like sighing. That's the kind of vibe that I had. And I decided that I had enough. There was like this weird energy shift, because it was like before I was fed up. I was so fed up. I was like, why am I not taking care of myself? It really did get to me. And I remember walking on the beach, and I promised myself, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna promise to, like, I don't know, brush my teeth every day, like do this, because sometimes I forget, like in the morning, and I get on with my day, and I'm like, I've not brushed my teeth, and it's like lunchtime, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so gross. Is one single? No, but I was just like, and there are things like, I even wrote a list on my wall. I'll have to put it up. I don't know, because right now I'm having such an issue, and I can only edit this video to the basic standard. Like, there is nothing I can do, because if I do something, my computer will basically crash. Like, I was in a Zoom meeting yesterday, and I literally pressed a button because I couldn't get my audio to connect, because I'm like being paranoid. I was like, no, Google doesn't have access to my camera, or like my mic, and I deleted everything off my laptop to just reset it. It didn't reset. It couldn't reset. So now I've got to like look at, like, it just wouldn't do a factory reset. And I'm like, grr. But now I have to like look into that. But I deleted Zoom, so I was like, okay, so it's Verizon. It's just the worst. I actually downloaded the app on my phone before, like I could get. Oh, it was so embarrassing because it was like, and Summer, what's your stuff, kind of like that, and I couldn't like contact the mic. It was funny, but I downloaded the app. It took the amount of time it took to download the app and then sign in again. My computer still crashed. I was like, this is just the worst. So it's been a lot of technical like issues with that. I basically can't edit the videos into the best way I can, but I'm gonna try. Like I'm really gonna try figure out something. I'm gonna go get my computer like looked at before I throw it in the bin. And yeah, so I can't even remember where I was. So there was just like, there were things that I can do, yeah, like brush my teeth. And I would actually, yeah, that's what I was gonna say, like put like an overlay or something of the picture of the thing that I have on my wall. It's very colorful, just to check, to say like, look, I've done this and I've done that. And it's just like really cute. I don't know why I did it. But like, yeah, so it's just like, why was I allowing myself to feel like that? And it's just so weird. And I guess we all kind of go through it, like, because I was super depressed, like, to the point where I was forgetful and I was like shocked. And I have mentioned this in my last episodes, and some didn't get up because just again, I was trying to edit it. Like, I tried to edit one video on my phone, perfect. Didn't have enough room to like export it. There was no room on my phone. I deleted some more. I was like, "Ugh," and it just wouldn't happen. I'm like, fine, the universe, whatever, doesn't want me to put that one out there. Maybe I could take like little snippets of it, but still, again, it's just like that frustrated me enough to just delete the whole thing. So, cool. So yes, I realize now that I actually wasn't focused on myself and like the potential of things, like especially with this podcast, because I was just like, I don't know, you get so caught up, especially if you're like in startup business and you forget the reason why you want to do stuff because you get so caught up in like loads of other things. It's like, oh my God, I have to pay tax. And it's like, yeah, I mean, like that's pretty simple to be honest. Just like, pay it by in the UK it's January 31st. If you make any money, keep stuff up to date. There's an amazing software that I actually have. So boring. But it's amazing to me. And um I love birds. They're amazing. I don't know if you can hear them. They're so beautiful. I love them so much. I actually feed them. I'm such a widow. I'm a bird person. So yeah, so I have a bit of software that can help estimate how much tax I have to pay at the end of the year, and that's it. It's just like so boring. I'm such a boring person. Oh my gosh. No, it's fine. So yeah. So I don't know why like it got so low, and I don't know if it's because it's now spring in the UK and I do have SAD, like seasonal affective disorder, which is just like, okay, foo-foo pseudoscience. No, it's not. It's like it's real. And it really does affect you. Like I'm like, bro, what? I don't know. It really is something that is weird. And you wouldn't think of it, but I guess so. And I guess there are like, I love this. There's this country. I don't know where it is, but I'll have to put a picture up, or try to put a picture up of this country that um they live at the bottom of a mountain. They have to use mirrors to reflect the sun onto them. And I guess no, actually, I don't actually know the reason behind it. I think if I could find an article, I can put it down there for you guys, but I don't know myself. Um, but yeah, I don't know if it's because I was surrounding myself with the wrong people. I just don't know. But there was a shift of energy. It only happened a few days ago, and I woke up and I was like, right, I've had enough. Like, I've had enough. Like, mostly it's to do with my weight. Like, I put on so much weight, guys. For me, anyway. Because my goal has always been like 29-inch waist. And it like, and what? Because I measured my gut and it was 33 inches once, and I was like, okay. And I swear, like a week later, it went up to 35. And I'm like, okay. And now it's 36. Like, I measured it yesterday and I'm like, oh, okay, no, this is not happening. And it's like awkward for me. Like, I know, like, I'm not, tubby shaming. No, I'm not, because, everyone as long as they feel comfortable in their own skin, absolutely fine. As long as you're happy, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. But for me personally, I don't want it. So, and I don't know where that's come from or whatever. It's probably the subliminal messaging that we've all had. If you're not a stick, you're not, beautiful. We've all had that growing up. It's not true. Absolutely not. And you shouldn't be ashamed of, whatever weight you are, that doesn't really matter, because that can actually change. It's who you are as a person. Like, it doesn't matter. The rest doesn't matter. But for me, um, like, I don't know, maybe it's like a pressure I'm putting on myself, like the way my friends and family see me. I don't think they've even noticed, to be honest. And I probably don't think they care. But there's a story I'm telling myself in my head, like, probably like, talking about me, like, oh my gosh, she put on something right, like, but that's probably absolutely not what they're doing anyway. Um, but yeah, I do this thing where I put my clothes in storage, and I got them out and they do not fit. And I was like, oh my God. And oh my God, I had these Abercrombie like shorts I got and they never fit. They never ever fit. Like last year, they never fit. There was like so much, but they cost like 60 quid. And I was like, I could change them, but I never did. And I swear there's almost like that much all the time. Like every time I wore them, they always used to fall down. I don't know why I bought them. And I don't know why I didn't. I bought them and I was like, I can change them. And I never did. And I put them on like a few months ago and they fit perfectly. And I was like, oh. And now they're starting to like not fit perfectly. And I'm like, okay, something's got to change for me right now, because a lot of my clothes don't fit. And it sucks because I do love my clothes. And also, I don't love my clothes at the same time. That was something I was going to be talking about. Like, yeah, so I don't know, like, what's happened with my sense of fashion as well, because that's out the window. Like, I put this shirt on and I took it off because I was like, who wears these anymore? Who wears this? It's just so not cute. And I'm at the moment getting back, I'm looking through so much on Pinterest and there's so many cute clothes, and I do have some cute clothes, and I'm like, okay, so it's possible. We can wear that this season. But a lot of it, like this shirt, it's from in the UK, it's from New Look, and it has their old logo on. It's like, why am I wearing this? Why? And oh my gosh, but fine. But I know a lot of things come back and that's okay. But for me, I'm just like, no. So there's just been some things I'm working on. Like, yeah, I'm taking my old clothes at the minute. I had pictures, but then they disappeared. And I think it's because I was deleting files to try and get the video out. So there was like more storage. And I deleted the photos that I was gonna take and just be like, look at what it used to be, and look what I've made it into. Like this little t-shirt project I'm working on now. And it didn't take too long and I'm hand sewing it. I just need to wait for a zip, because I had a zipper and it just wouldn't fit because it's an invisible one, and they don't have, like, apparently it's rare for them to have like detachable ends, and it's like I need a detachable one because I can't get it past my shoulders, and it's like So yeah, so I can't wait to like bring fashion, but I was like gonna try and bring you guys along for the journey for like the glow up, the whole thing, because it's fun. No, because it's like I don't know why. Because it's interesting. I don't know. But it's such a change, and I guess it could help motivate other people to like do it as well. So yeah, so at the minute I'm recycling my wardrobe. There's another shirt. I will definitely have a picture of that I can put up because I haven't taken it yet. So woo. Um, that I'm gonna change into like these cute little. I love cami tops, but again, it's like who cares what's in fashion and stuff? It's just what you like. And I don't think I like this anymore. I love the lace. Like I love lace. Lace is so pretty. Like I always say to my friends and family, if they can't find anything, get ribbon and lace because I love ribbon and lace. But they have to get it in the correct color, which is anything paisley, like creams and paisley. No, pastel. Anything pastel. Yes, cute. Get it? Except yellow. I don't know, maybe yellow. I don't really like yellow. But anyway, pastels. Get me ribbon and lace in pastels, guys. But yeah, so I could probably make this into a cute cami top because I'm making one right now. I'll get the picture up. It's gonna be so cute, and you can wear it with like a suit, and I can make a suit. It'd be so cool. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna like the journey is like they're just like little things like my hair so dry, and I don't know why. I sleep with a silk bonnet. I have like silk pillows. I might actually make some silk pillows. I might bring you guys along with that. We'll go get some satin. And fun fact, I can't spell satin, and I always spell it like Satan. I don't know why. It's an I, not an A. God. So I can bring you along to get some like silk or satin. Maybe we can upcycle it. I have like an old scarf or something. If there's like a silk scarf. Um, and what other thing? Just probably making clothes. I don't know. I don't want to stray too much from the channel's like vibe, but it is self-care, and I think that's quite a cute thing. Oh, even scrunchies. We can make some scrunchies, guys, out of like leftover because you don't need a lot. It's like that's not a lot of Satan. It's not it's not a lot of satin there for you. So we can make that out of like the scraps. So we can go make some silk things. Um Probably not a bonnet. I don't know. Bonnets are nah. I bought my bonnet. So yeah, so we're gonna go on a journey, I think. And yeah, I'll probably put a blog post up about it as well, like how to make a bloody silk pillow, cut a rectangle, and sew it. No, so yeah, and also like the weight loss thing, like you guys can come along for that because that would be motivation. So like fashion, weight loss, self-care. Like I got this book which is yeah, this is like what I'm doing because I found it and I was like, that's the answer. That's the thing that I've been trying to bloody do. I don't have any reference of it. I'm not like reading it all the time. But I don't know. Immerse yourself in coachcore means immersing yourself in nature, which also happens to be one of the best things you can do for your mental well-being. Yes, it is 100%. I love the beach. I'm always at the beach. The beach is my thing. I love it. I'm gonna cry. I love it so much that I am terrified of storms, and I still went to the beach to just sit on the beach because I needed to get out. I was like, right, I just need to go get a coffee and we need to go to the beach. But then, like, I'll have to put the picture I was showing my dad. I was like, oh my God, the storms are insane. Like, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, should I go back to the car? Because that sky is grey. That sky is dark. I was like, shall I go? Um, so it's just like, it's just romanticizing your life and putting yourself first. Romanticizing is something I still don't understand. I'm like, how do you, what? Because for me, I'm just like, romanticizing is, do you be Romeo and Juliet with yourself? I have no idea what that word means. And I'm still like, I haven't even Googled it. Like, I haven't even put the effort in Googling it. So it's just been like, what is that? Does that mean something? What did when people say, I just remember, I'm like, what does that mean? But anyway, I have no idea. But yeah, um, mental health. Yeah, that was my next subject. So like weight loss and mental health, because yes, I have been like I did get I'm not sure if I am depressed anymore. Like I don't know. I don't feel like I am. But it wasn't to the point again, and that's why I was denying it so much. Like if you feel like you need help, um like accept it, because I was depressed. Like yeah, like I got so forgetful and I'm not forgetful anymore. How weird is that? Like I just don't know what happened. I like I don't know. I remember even like paying for fuel, like gas and petrol, and I was quite smart how I did this, just in case, because so you have like self-service ones here, like you just do pay for yourself. You pay first, you basically put in your pin first, and then do it. And I did it, and I did it 3 times. My card got like cancelled, and I had to, and it said go to a different machine, I think it said, quickly. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, okay, tell you what, I'm just gonna put like £10 in, £10, British pounds. And then and I didn't have £10 on me, which is funny. I was like, I'm not gonna fill up my tank, and I didn't have £10 on me, but it said try a different machine. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go pay at the cashier, like inside. And then my card didn't work. I was like, oh, it's like, what do you do in that situation? It was so awkward. And I was like a line. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. And then she I like emptied my coins. I was like, oh. And then um there was like about £6 or £7 in there, like £8. Like there wasn't enough for like the £10 of fuel I put in. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I got a voucher, thank God. Like Tesco's, they do like a voucher thing where you can pay for petrol, your coupons and stuff with their like club card. And I was just like, oh my God, thank God. So I did end up paying for the petrol, and I was like, yeah, I was not going to fill up my tanks. Imagine. It's like, what do you do in that situation? It's like, okay, so I'll just, like, what? Like, it was so weird. I had, like, a really crap day for the rest of it, because it's like, you have to go activate your card. I literally just wanted to go to my hometown. I wanted to go, get a coffee and walk on the beach, is what I do, like, every now and then, quite often. And I just go to a cafe on the beach, get my coffee, and then I walk on the beach. And they have really cool cakes there. And I just walk on the beach, and I'm like, this is nice. Um, I did that to try and cheer myself up. I just get like that. Like I need to go to my hometown quite a lot. It's like the vibe, the roots, whatever. It's just like myself. And then I got to the beach. It was so windy. It was so crap. I was just like, this is just the worst. And then I was like, do you know what? I've got like, I think I had like £2, £3 in my purse. And I was like, I'll see if I could get something with that. And then I was like, oh yes, we're living in a what's a cost of living crisis, and everything is ridiculous. And there are a lot of companies that are taking advantage of that, and they are raising their prices. And I've seen it. Like I saw it at my old cafe. What they did is they raised their price, and this is a sign of inflation. They raised their price. They bought cruddy bacon, and I think they bought cruddy bacon as a replacement, and then they raised their price to so they could afford the actual bacon, but they didn't. They still used the cruddy bacon, and it was just like, no, no. So, so I was like, and then I was like, okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna get my steps in. I'm gonna park at the beach and then walk to the high street where the cash point was to open. But I didn't know what to do because I'd never actually used it, and I was like, where's the nearest cash point? And they didn't have one, so they didn't have one near me. So I was like, oh, do you know what? I'll get my steps in. And then I was like, the weather's just so bad. It's so windy. I can't walk in this. And then I was like, okay, so let's just drive down the road. And then I was like, I can't. This is such a boring story. But then I went to a cafe called Costa, and then I just sat there on the high street, and I was like, I think I got a cake as well, which is extortionate. I was like, why am I paying £4 for a sliver of cake like this? I could go down the road to an actual supermarket shop and buy a whole cake for that amount. It's ridiculous. It's like, how can you justify charging that? So okay, sure. Right. It's ridiculous. That's so silly how much they charge for a bit of cake. And then okay, so and I should've been eating cake anyway. I've stopped sugar, guys. Sugar is like the worst, and it's like the main reason I did throw out, and I'm gonna throw out some sugar, which I used to feel like baking, but yeah. Anyway, so I was like, do I need it for baking? But then I'm like, I don't want to bake anything with sugar and like I just don't want to go there. But yeah, so gosh, I don't know. I guess we do all have good and bad days, and that day was a bad day. And I was trying to make it a good day, but again, we have to like let things flow naturally. And it's like some days, honestly, it's like you cannot, you can't make it better. Like don't polish the turd, just let it go. Do something else. It's like that's where you gotta really look into like your instinct on like things, just like what's gonna play out naturally for you. And just like what's gonna be like the little leaf flowing down the river. Nothing, just like how is your day gonna pass like that? But I was just like, bro, I just wanted to go to my hometown and get a cup of coffee. Um, so yeah, so mental health. I couldn't believe that that happened, that I forgot that, you know, I can't believe I forgot my code thing for my card. And it was so weird. And I actually looked back and realized I got the numbers messed up. And it was just such an awful time being in that state of like depression because it was just so, and I was super unfocused, couldn't do anything. And I was just like, it's a weird state to be in. Like, I can't describe it. All I'm like, if you guys are a Demon Slayer fan, which I massively am, when Togeto is in like that jug upside down, and that's how you feel, like you can't do anything about it. You just have to like be in some kind of state like that. And it's like it's like it's the worst. Like it really is really bad. And like I'm really sorry if anyone's going through it. But things are temporary and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, believe it or not. Even if you don't believe it, it's like just wait, or like go through the mud. We all have to do it. I guess maybe maybe we're learning something. Maybe we're learning something that we need to learn. And, after it, woohoo, yay. So let's have a think. So mental health, yeah. I think for my last, I don't know if this has actually contributed to the mental health and stopped the depression. I have no idea. But I got rid of my Facebook and Instagram. I never use Facebook anyway. Like, who does? Um, and I got rid of my Instagram. And I was actually talking to some guy on Bumble and I uninstalled the app, and then and then because I deleted my Facebook and I was using my Facebook for it, and it was just like I couldn't sign in to my Bumble. So now I'm like, okay, so that guy's it's just like I don't know. But yeah, so weight loss, mental health. So I guess I'm just like I did it to read my books because from like from my last episode, I was watching it. I was just like, oh, what happened to you? You used to be educated. No, you used to be like so I don't know, great? I don't know. Like, I don't want to say I'm inspired by myself, but I was just so like motivational. Like, I wouldn't let anything stop me. Like, I was very, good. I don't know. I was like, yeah. But then it's just like, I guess self-esteem, doubt, loads of things to conquer had put themselves in front of me, and I was like, no. I was just like that, yeah, that what is it? The woman with the lights. Colombian house picture where someone edited it for the zombie movie to not go out of the way, and it's just like, no, I'm not having anything anymore like that. Um, so yeah, I just started reading like things like what's it? So I started reading. I've not read this book. Like I've started reading it, Arnie. I'm so sorry. Where are we? We're like halfway through. We're fine. He is like one of my idols. I love him, which is weird because it's like I'm not like an arm person. No, I'm not like a bodybuilder or anything. I love the guy so much. Um, I just think he's so cool. Like I love his mindset. And I need it. And obviously this book, obviously, which is the Body Keeps Score, and that's all about trauma and how you hold it in your body. And I got it wet. And not because I was like, because I was like, I said it to my aunt, I was like, this is what happens if you stay hydrated and educated at the same time. And I didn't know what to do. And I had a book press, and honestly, it was like thick. It was like massive, compared to what it's like now, but yeah, this is such a cute book. So I'm just like reading more books now, taking off social media, focusing more on myself and what I want. No, focusing more on myself and getting rid of social media because it kind of does feel like there's a pressure to be something on social media. Like, like it's like, hey, look at me, my life's fantastic. It's because nobody posts like, I'm sat in my car, unless they're like sad fishing. No, but it's just like, I'm in my car, like, I hate my day, I try to get a coffee, blah, 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 blah. No, I never do that. Like, no. Um, but I was born in the 90s. I don't, 1991. I don't care about I lived in a time before social media. I don't think I could live without my TV, that's the thing. So I just like watch more TV, but sometimes I just don't. Sometimes I just like read. Like I'm reading this book at the minute. Um, Amazing. Yes. I love this book. It's got so many pretty pictures in. This lady has a podcast about nutrition. I love it. Um, But she's wrote such a good book, and I think she has another book out there, but it really is helping me like learn what is right and what's wrong, staying on top of things. Like I said, we're gonna go on a journey together soon. Can't wait. Fantastic. Splendid. Of like glowing up because yeah, I've had enough. Can't do anymore. Like self-care. We're gonna get a new wardrobe. Um And obviously, yeah, weight loss, okay. Wardrobe and yeah, just mental health, get on track. Like I said in my last episode, I think I said about playing the piano again. So yes, do that. Like if you guys like it's like what? No, I can't even. Piano's always been an interest of mine. I actually tried to become a musician actually at some point in my life, and I'm like, why? I don't know how to bring that subject up. I'm like, time. No, it's kind of like when Ross had the monkey, and it was like, guys, remember that time I had a monkey? It's like, why? Why did you stop me? It's just like, okay, um, no. I just like look back on that and I'm like, why? That's so like, it's not irresponsible, but it's just ridiculous for me, and I don't know why. Like, I just, why? 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 I mean, okay, but no. The way I went about it was just like, it just gives me the big ick now, so I'm not really into that. But what I really loved was the idea of the piano, and like me and my friend are, well, we used to go through like music theory and the grades, and I think that's where I'm focusing now is like, and I might even go get my grades. Woo! I'm definitely grade 1 right now. Um, and that's just a really fun thing to do. Like my cousins are like, they're both grade 8, and I saw the piano the other day. It's probably a little, uh, it's not baby grand. I think it was a grand piano. And I was like, it's just sat in a room at my aunt's house, and I'm like, can I play it? um, but yeah, I got my keyboard out. I do have 2 keyboards. I'm not sure if this 8-year key, but I was like, I'm just gonna learn music theory. I'm gonna sight read, and it is one of the best. I think. Well, I think it's one of the best things for like things like Alzheimer's, to improve yourself later in life. And I know I'm probably gonna do a lot of cycling as well because that doesn't help with Alzheimer's, but it gives you like if anyone's in the Chris Hemsworth Limitless, where like there's new research of like how they had like an immune system of a 20-year-old, like these guys in their 70s, because they were cycling, and I'm like, maybe. Okay, so yeah, piano's great. So I really recommend it to anyone. And it's such a fun thing to do because it's almost like, you know, you're achieving something, like little accomplishments, if you ever do go for your grades. And yeah, that's a really good place to go. So guys, I am so excited to announce that yes, we are putting an app out there for you guys to download and um stay up to date with everything, because again, like I don't have social media. I'm not going down the social media road, but I'm putting out an app for you guys. There's going to be like free workshops for you. Keep up to date with everything, like insider blog posts that I'm going to post for you. Um and maybe build a little community. Like I think that's just so important. So like wonderful. It's like a really great thing to have. And so that's like a really cute thing that I'm just doing that. And yeah, so guys can stay up to date on my journey with that, like with everything, like how to glow up. It's like I have no idea. I'd love to get my teeth whitened. I drink so much tea, guys. I'm such a British person for that. But cool. Um, so yeah, so please, stay up to date. There is a newsletter that you can sign up to. I will be launching everything soon, and it's just like just stay up to date. Like even follow the podcast, so then you can be like, oh, she's launched it. Yay, free stuff. Like really great stuff. So it's just like a community for people that, want to reach their own potential and, just get their mental health on track, get the fitness on track. I know I've not been the best ambassador for it. But like, we're getting there, and it's just part of the journey, isn't it? So yeah, so I really can't wait to launch this. I'm so excited. It's just finding the right time to do it. And it's just like, done it. Yay, look at me. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited about that. So I can't wait for that, and I can't wait for you guys to join me on it. We we are done here. No, well, yes. But yeah, just can't wait. So it's gonna be like really fun to do that. So I really hope you guys got something from this episode. Follow everything, you know, it'd mean the world to me. No, but yeah, seriously. So thank you guys so much. I'm so glad if I could help anyone with their thing, with their problem, with, whatever's going on. And yeah, so guys, come on, come glow up with me. It's gonna be so lame. So thank you guys so much for listening to the Chris Lane podcast. I've been your host, Summer Clark, and thank you so much.